Hey Crazy Crafters, welcome to Technique of the Week here at Krazy Kreations.
Yes, and that means if it's Technique of the Week, it must be Hump Day or Wednesday.
Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific Time.
So Technique of the Week is our time to show you fun things to do with the Krazy Kreation products.
And today we have a really fun project in store for you. If you ever have trouble making masculine cards, we have a treat for you.
A treat. That's really that's a big clue, treat. I like that. My name is Kara.
I'm Jackie.
And we are the mother-daughter team here at Krazy Kreations. So the reason I got excited when you said treat is we're not only making a card, we're making a gift card.
And that's what Technique of the Week is all about, showing you how to use outline stickers, glitter paper, alcohol markers in new ways featuring the Krazy Kreations products.
Absolutely. So before anything else, let's get started and show how cute these are.
Okay, and I just want to mention we are live right now, so we are trying to read your comments, answering your questions. Let us know where you're watching from right now. But if we don't get the chance to answer your question while we're live, we do have Eric reading your comments and typing. We also go back and rewatch the video and can answer your comment that way too.
Yes, and we will have a kit available for sale at the end of this video. And guess what, everybody? They're shipping this week.
All right, so first of all, we're going to look at the project, show you how to make it, and then we'll tell you what comes in the kit.
Yay! Look how cute these are. Aren't they darling, Jackie?
Yes, but what are they?
Okay, so this right here is our kind of masculine gift card. I guess it's called the gift card holder, right? But it actually is 3D, so you could see it sits up straight just like that. So what a cute decoration. Oops, it just fell over on me. But they do sit up, which I love. And then when you open it, are you ready for the reveal?
Okie dokie.
Ooh, look at that. So here's the inside, and right down here is where your gift card goes in. So it's like a little pocket here in the shirt. I just love that, don't you?
I do. So not only is it a really cute 3D shirt, and we're coloring the tie on glitter paper with one of our outline stickers. Then when you open it up, you have a gift card pocket and a place for a sentiment.
I know, it's so cute. And this does actually sit up on the table just like that. So when your recipient gets it, they could always look at it and see how cute it is.
Exactly. So these were actually very easy to make. To create the men's shirt, it does take some scoring, and does it take cutting too?
No, but folding.
Folding.
So
okay.
Here's the thing. This is our brand new paper collection too. Did we mention that?
Not yet. So this paper collection that we're using today is called Guy Time, and it is available on the Krazy Kreations website.
Yes, so I love it because it has all those beautiful kind of orange, blue, brown tones that are perfect for the guy. But you could also make it feminine if you wanted to, just by what you actually add. But I love this, and I love the shirts. They look so guy.
They're very fun. So let's dive right into how to create the shirt.
But this is our glitter part, right? So I just wanted to point that out. So we're going to be coloring glitter as well. Okay. Okay, so I'll let you move that out of the way. One or two of them. So here's another Guy Time paper. It is the blue and brown plaid in the collection, and it is cut at 6 inches by 11 inches right here. So I don't know if we need to kind of zoom out a little bit. Now I'm using my Fun Score Buddy, and we do sell these here at Krazy Kreations because we like to do some fancy fold type cards, and so I find this very helpful. Now this is the small one. There is a larger one that fits like a 12 by 12 paper, but I find I could do a lot with just the small one. It's perfect for my card making. Now when you put this on here though, we are going to be scoring. You'll notice that the paper is actually longer than the scoreboard. So our first score would be at 1.5. And by the way, I've already pre-scored all this because I just didn't want to take all that time. But I went down 1.5 and I went down 4.5, and then I simply just turned the paper over and continued down the 1.5 and 4.5, and I made the full scored line. Do you see that?
I do.
Okay. Now, there's also other scored lines here. There's one, I don't know if you could see it in the camera. I don't know which side has it, but I've actually scored at 4, 4 3/4, and 5 1/4. And then 3/4 over here. So there's a lot of scoring, and if you want to make this kit, it gives very detailed instructions of all the score lines and the cut lines, because we also are going to have some diagonal scores to make those arms, and then one for the collar.
Right, so just to repeat, if you didn't get all those scoring measurements, that's okay, because the kit does come with instructions and a photograph for you to follow.
Yes, and it's very, very detailed because there are so many score lines. But once you've scored all this, the fun part is folding.
Okay, and I can just see this paper being a shirt. It's like the perfect pattern for a shirt.
Yes, so this was that first score line where we went down that 1.5 and 4.5. So I'm just going to use my bone folder, and I'm just going to kind of make that fold really nice and tight. Okay, so we got that. And then as I had indicated, there are, I don't know if you could see it, but there's 2 little diagonals. And that's something that you're going to have to kind of, what I used was, where is that? I kind of used my paper trimmer because you have to go from the score line and make kind of this diagonal. So I found by putting my paper on this little seam here and then using my score tool in this little crevice, that really helped with the diagonal.
Now, in case you're wondering if the back side of this pattern is going to show on the shirt, it is not, so we don't have to worry about that. But you do see the back of the paper while we're doing all this folding.
Yes, and if you notice when you open it up, this is where the gift card is going to go. So I folded now these 2, what do you call them?
Sleeves.
Kind of sleeves, but they're triangles. And when we turn it over, we can now see where those are the sleeves. Isn't that cute?
Okay, so what's the next part?
Okay, wow, you're in a hurry, are you? So now to make the shirt, we have to go up to that first little fold that we did, and then here's the key. We're going to do that one, then we're going to go the opposite way, and this is kind of what makes it stand up. It's like almost like an accordion.
Okay, so let's take a look at that here on the bottom. So this is kind of the accordion that we're making. And by the way, if you like to make fancy fold cards, let us know.
And then it kind of looks like that, like an M almost. Do you see that? So this is how it will sit up onto the table. And that's kind of the key of that right there. But now we need the top here, which makes the shirt part, which is the collar and the shirt right there. So what we're going to do, and hopefully I get this right because even I have to think about it, is we're going to fold this to the back. And then we're going to come back on the inside and we're going to make some little triangles. Now I haven't scored this part right here, so should I show how that works in the cutter?
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to get the cutter. Now I've made a mark here at 1/2 inch from the seam and 2 inches down.
With your pencil.
With my pencil, that's right. And one of the things is you don't want to use your blade. So I'm just kind of lining it up so that that crease is there. And then I'm just coming down this little crevice and scoring. And I'm going to do the same to the other side. So again, I'm just kind of cheating by using this. What do you think of that? Are you all about cheating?
Oh yeah, making it easier. I'm all about that. And but by the way, we forgot to mention that one lucky live commenter is going to win this card. So if you'd like to win this card that we're making right now, make sure you drop a comment in the comment section, and we're going to pick a random comment as the winner.
We are?
Yes.
Okay.
Every week.
All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fold, and this is kind of where my collar is going to come in. And my collar on the other side. And I kind of manipulate it so it's somewhat even. And you can touch them. Sometimes they touch, sometimes they don't. And I'm going to take that little bone folder and just get that. This is so cute. I love it. I love this paper, don't you?
It is the perfect paper for a dress shirt.
Okay. So now that I've done that, all that happens now is this part goes under the little collar here and here. You think I could do that? Whenever you're on camera, it's always different, isn't it?
A little bit, and we need to slide it up so we can see the finished result.
Well, trust me, it fits. Okay, I don't know.
We might have to do a little bit of tweaking on there.
I think I'm a little nervous, so why don't we go to the coloring and then I'll make sure it works. How's that?
Okay, so basically what we've done so far is we created the card base. So next what we're going to do is we're going to color one of these ties, and we'll actually also make a pocket here in a couple minutes. So to make this tie, it's really easy. We're going to be using the Krazy Kreations microfine glitter paper. Now all of the glitter paper that we have is handmade. We hand make this ourselves. That means that we do need to rub it or burnish before we do anything else to it. That's going to make it shinier, it's going to make it smoother. And the best part about our glitter paper is it feels like velvet. So I'm just rubbing my hand over the glitter paper. And there we go. Another thing that we love about the glitter paper is when you go back to touch it, none of the glitter will come off. But you do need to do that first step of burnishing. Next, we're going to take our outline sticker. This is the men's tie sticker, and it is a classic, one of the very first stickers that we released. It is number 3011, and you can see that there are 3 large ties, there are 6 smaller ties, and then we have 7 mustaches. So we're going to use a larger tie for our shirt. Just start by peeling the outline. And then I'm going to place the outline on the glitter paper.
So can you show us that again? How that worked? How easy is that?
So our outline stickers are made out of vinyl, making them very easy to peel. They can actually be placed on any material from paper, wood, glass, acrylic, vellum, anything you want. You can even put them on another medium like watercolor paper, and you can actually watercolor them. But we just really love that effect of the glitter shining through. So we're putting them on the Krazy Kreations microfine glitter paper.
Yeah, and I believe this one is the cool, right?
It is the cool, and how you tell between warm and cool is there is a sparkle to the paper. And if you see a blue and green and purple sparkle in here, that is how you know you're using the cool glitter paper. If it was the warm, it would have a gold sparkle.
That's right. Now,
So next we take our finger and we just rub over the sticker.
okay, perfect. So what colors are you going to use?
Okay, so to match the paper, we are going to be using blues. So I'm using B02 and B09. These are kind of teal colors. And these are the Rite Art markers that we're using. They're an alcohol-based marker. We're going to be using red, so R17 and R03. But the thing about the paper that we're using is it kind of has an orangey tint. So we're going to actually also use YR01. Then we're going to be using E28 and CGO2. So that's a brown and a gray together.
And I think I also used YR18 here and there.
Well, I didn't.
Okay.
We'll do your way and my way.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you so much for sending those stars, Christine. You're awesome. Okay, so when we want to do shading and coloring, we want to make sure we have a dark and a light color. And we're going to start with the light color, put it where we want to shadow, and then blend with the light color. So I'm going to take my brush tip, and I'm just going to start putting the color where I think there should be a shadow. And I'm only doing it on part of the diamond because I want to be able to see that gradient effect. So I need to leave room for shading. So next I'm going to take my B02 marker, and I'm going to go to the edge of that B09 and drag the color up. And that way it's light at the top of the diamond and dark at the bottom.
That's gorgeous. Don't forget to do the knot part.
Oh, this part up here.
Yeah. Well, there is a knot in a tie, and that's where it is.
And guess what? I don't know how to tie a tie.
Me neither, actually. Oops.
I didn't burnish well enough, so I was too busy chatting. Okay, so we're going to do some more blue here. Remember, dark to light. And it's up to you what kind of pattern you want to make on your tie. If you happen to make a mistake, guess what? Nobody's probably going to notice.
I think coloring on the glitter is the most relaxing and fun thing to do.
And it's great if you're a beginner or if you're an advanced person at coloring, because, I mean, it's just fun for all of us, all different levels. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the browns. That's actually E28 and CGO2, brown and gray. Have you ever used brown and gray together?
No, I haven't actually. But this paper does have a gray tone to it, so I could see why you did that.
I just thought it would be fun to mix it up a little bit. So again, same technique, dark color at the bottom, then we're using the gray, the lighter color, and just dragging the color up.
I love these ties. We don't use them often enough.
We don't use them very often, but like I was saying, they are one of the first ones that we released.
Yes, way back when.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Hey, did I get all of those? I think so. Back to my gray.
I think that's looking so cute.
And now we're going to do the red. So with the red, I'm going to do these two colors first, and then I'll show you it changes a little bit when you add the YR01 on top.
Changes a lot when you put YR18.
Okay, so I'm going to leave a few blank ones for Kara to do because she really wants to show you that.
No, I did it on top of yours.
What? Okay.
I did because I really wanted that more orange tone because a lot of our paper has that orange in it. But it's a really dark orange. Have you noticed that? Kind of a reddish orange.
So that's what it looks like with just the R03 and the R17. And then when you add the YR01, it makes it a little more orangey. So you can see up close. This has the YR01. This does not.
Yeah, it's very, very different. Let's put a little of that YR18 on one of them.
I left the blank ones for you to do your YR18.
Well, no, let's just put it over your R.
There you go.
Okay, so if you then come in and you really want more of that orange, see if you just add that. Do you see how that changed it?
So it made it a little bit darker.
So you could do whatever you want. That's what's really fun about the glitter paper. You can really alter it quite a bit. Now when you finish that tie, you're going to cut it out and you're going to have something like this, right?
Yes, so just follow the lines with your scissors. It's called fussy cutting. And then it looks like this. You can go around the edges with a black marker if you want to finish it. off and make it look very sharp. And then all there is to it is adding some adhesive on the back.
Which we'll be doing. So I want to go back to the shirt now, okay? So the reason that my little shirt wouldn't close is because I wasn't following my own tick marks. You know, you have to fold it way down here. So when I was folding it, I was way up here. You have to go the full 2 inches where that tick mark was. And when you do that, all of a sudden the collar does appear where you could stick this under.
Because you have those corners at an angle where it tucks under.
Okay, so now let's go ahead and put our tie on. What do you say?
Okay, so we just need a little bit of that Tombow mono dot roller.
Yep. And so we're going to, you know, a lot of people ask us, you know, is your glitter paper, does it have adhesive on the back? No, it doesn't. You need to put your own adhesive on there. So I like to keep the shirt kind of closed so I know where I want the tie. Okay, look at that. Look how fun that is.
So that added a nice pop of color to the shirt.
Yep, I love that, don't you?
And now let's add a little pocket, shall we?
Yes. There are a couple things though that I'd like to give us a suggestion on the fold. On the sleeves, I went ahead and I put a little bit of adhesive just to kind of keep these sleeves nice and kind of opened there as a sleeve, so I thought that was really good. And remember, this is the pocket where you're going to put the gift card, so it doesn't impair that at all. And it does stop at the fold, which is really nice. We also did something up here when we made ours. We kind of cut a bit of a blue, and you're going to have to trace this out by going on the back, so you can see every fold is a little different. So I'd want to trim that down, but by doing that you could kind of have this solid part of your collar.
And what that does is it separates kind of the inside of the shirt from the collar, and it just makes it easier for you to see when the shirt is closed.
So you really can't perfect that until you've done your fold, and then the easiest way to do this is to turn this over, go ahead and trace the piece, right?
Right.
Okay, so then we would put that inside. Also, the next thing that we would consider doing is putting a sentiment piece in here, which again, you can put that in and put Happy Father's Day, or you could decorate with the other elements on that tie.
And you can see that the inside here looks nice and finished when we add this piece here and this one here.
Yep. So I love that. Now that border here too, we have a piece of dust. That border I brought over to kind of put on the seam. We're now going to talk about that for the pocket.
Okay, before we do that, we have a question. It looks like a quite big card. How big is it, and what size envelope do you need to use for this card?
Well, actually, when you put it in the card base, it folds right there, and it goes right into the card. And then, do we have our ruler in here, Jackie?
We do, but can you do that again because you were off the camera?
Oh, it just folds down right here. So it's kind of a flat little card here. And if you wanted to, you could even take it out of there, but it is a folding flat card just like that, okay?
So here's our ruler.
Yep. I'll let you measure it.
Okay, so 5 by, oh look, well,
4 1/4?
is it 4? Yep, 4 1/4.
Yep, so it fits in an A2 envelope. Okay? All right, now to do this beautiful little pocket here, we went ahead and we just cut a piece out of our blue cardstock, and we'll give you the measurements of what we did, and then we just kind of made a opposite banner is what I call it. What do you call it?
I just made a pocket shape.
Oh.
Freehanded it.
We did, huh? And then we went ahead with our beautiful gold border here, and we went around the pocket, and then it's just a matter of putting it where you want it. Just like that.
And there's so many different ways that you can embellish and decorate this little shirt. So the next thing we're actually going to do is we're just going to add 2 little circle stickers up there.
Yes, so this is my well-loved little pearl strip, and I just love these because you have tiny pearls, you have small pearls, you have medium, and you have large. And I just love this, but you can go ahead and alter these glittery pearls, which I colored these two blue, and then I'm just going to reach over and grab the tweezers because I like the blue button look. What do you think? And there it is. Can you see it right up there? And then I'm just going to put it right here. I love bling, don't you? So the boys, the masculine, could also have some bling.
Now we could have used them as buttons, but the tie kind of hides where buttons would go on the shirt. So we added them to the collar up here instead, but there's different ways you could use these little stickers.
And you could put some buttons on the pocket too. How cute would that be? But look how fun this is. So then when you open it, you'll have your sentiment here, your gift card here. They'll see tools. That's so fun and manly, right? And there we go. It could be for a girl too, I guess.
It could. Now this is such a versatile paper pack. There's a lot of different uses for it. So let's look at all three of these cards just one more time. Then we'll show you if you want to make this with us, then you can rewatch the video after ordering your kit and make these cards.
And don't forget, very detailed instructions in the kit itself. Do you have the kit in here?
I don't think I do.
You forgot to bring it. Let me go get it while you explain all that.
Okay, so we have 3 different versions to show you. I just wanted to highlight the different color combinations. You don't have to do these exactly, but these are just ideas for you to follow. So this was kind of the orange and blue Argyle shirt. Open it up. We colored the tie with brown and orange. And this one happens to actually have a little gift card in here. How about that? So you can see that it does stay in there and it just really nicely fits in there while it's folded. Then we have the blue one that we just completed. We did the same kind of color scheme, brown, oranges, blues. We didn't complete the inside of this one yet. And then this was the first one that we showed you. So this is the brown paper with the gray dots. I love this tie with all the stripes. Again, same color scheme, orange, brown, and blue. Open it up. You're going to want to embellish this, write your sentiment, and the gift card is over on this side.
And I want to point out that doesn't say Happy Father's Day because it could be just any birthday or special day, right?
Yes, it could be perfect for a guy's birthday. And if you had a favorite out of all of these 3 little cards, let us know in the comment section. Did you like number 1, 2, or 3? Okay, so what comes in this kit? If I want to make this kit and I order it off the website, what am I getting?
Okay, let's look because I now have it right here in hand. First of all, you're going to get my favorite little dots now, the whole strip of them, and there are so many dots on there I've never counted them, have you?
No.
And then you're going to get that wonderful little mini chain. What do you call it?
I call it a mini pearl.
And I call it a mini chain gold. Every single one of these is a border, okay?
Okay, let me hold this up really quick. There's so many on here, and I haven't counted those either.
And then you're going to get our tie outline sticker, right?
Right? So.
And the thing is, there are 3 large ties, and then you can further decorate or make other things with these small ties and mustaches. And then you're going to get this sentiment. And it says Happy Mother's and Happy Father's Day, or you could do Happy Happy or Happy Day, right?
Yeah, so many different options. Look how many you get on the sheet.
And then, of course, you'll get some glitter paper. What is life without glitter paper? You need that. And then you're going to get the dot paper out of the Guy collection. You're going to get this pretty diamond one. And then, of course, the plaid one that we just did. And you're going to get that blue cardstock for the inside collar in the pocket. And you're going to get the brown bag paper for the sentiment.
Plus you're getting the instructions and the photograph, and you can always replay this video when you're making your project. So you're getting all the supplies you need to make 3 of these cute little men's shirt and tie cards. How cute. So what is the price on these?
I think we've already marked it down. So if you wanted to buy each of these individually, it came to
individually
17 something, but we're selling it for
I think it was $15.99.
No, 17.
$16.99. That's what it was. if you wanted to buy all of the individual components, it would be $16.99.
But wait, we're not selling it for that because it is Technique of the Week and we want you to give it a try. We're going to mark it down.
Yes, so we've marked it down 15%, making it $13.99 because we want you to try something new. We love that you're here watching Technique of the Week with us, so we're giving you that special. But the thing is, there's a limited quantity.
And there are 4 stickers in there, or 3.5, however you look at it. But those pearls have so many, so that's like 4 stickers, 3 pattern papers, 2 solid papers, and glitter paper. Not to mention these detailed instructions that really tell you how to score, cut, and fold. So very important.
In case you missed it, it's marked down to $13.99. There's a limited quantity available on the website, and we're going to post that link to the product down below in the comment section. Otherwise, you can always find it on krazycreations.us. Click Technique of the Week, and you'll find the kit right there.
And as I said at the beginning, we are shipping this week. It is being packaged right now, so we are trying to up our game and get these kits out to you right away. Father's Day is right around the corner. Weeks away now, so if you want it for Father's Day, you're going to have it in plenty of time.
And you might want to consider, if you're going to make this kit, maybe you need a score buddy. We do sell those on the website. We also have that brand new paper collection called Guy Time.
Yes, so check those 2 things out. I love my score buddy. It has 1/8 markings, which is better than my old one that didn't. It had 1/4 inch, so I love that score buddy.
So if you had fun with us today at Technique of the Week, please let us know by giving us a heart or a thumbs up. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our channel. We love seeing all of your comments. Make sure to comment because we are giving away the card we created today to a random commenter. So make sure you get your comments in.
And I hope you win. And Jackie and I will be signing that beautiful work of art that we made today here at Technique of the Week.
Gift card not included.
That's right. You don't get the gift card in there. That's all mine.
So thanks again for watching. We hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time. I'm Jackie.
And I'm Kara. Happy crafting and have fun.